So, what if you right click and you don't have the new option? So I'm going to show you the quickest and easiest way to fix that using another Windows 7 computer that does work correctly. For fix number 1, you'll need access to a Windows 7 computer that does have the new option in the right-click menu. So we can use a USB flash drive or an SD card or something to get a registry entry off of that computer. So you'll put a USB drive in. So on a computer that works correctly, when you right click, you get both the new option and it gives you the option to add a new folder. So we'll open up our USB thumb drive or whatever removable media you want to use. You want to type regedit, R-E-G-E-D-I-T. Then you can either click enter or you can click on the executable file. Okay, so what we're going to want to expand the top one, HKey underscore classes underscore root, by clicking on the little triangle beside of it. You can scroll down to directory, or you can start typing directory. And here we go. What we're going to want is we're going to want background, expand it, and we're going to want shellex, expand it, and we're going to want ContextMenuHandlers, expand it. What we want is new out of all of this. And this is what we're looking for, this key entry, this entry right here. So to put that on our thumb drive, we want to go to export, or you can click on it, right click on it, and click export. Either way. You can name it anything you want, but I'm going to name it Directory New. And make sure I'm putting it on the thumb drive. You want to also make sure that selected branch, it usually comes up that way by default, but make sure that it's highlighted, not all, and then just hit save. And it pops up here behind us. Okay. Now, since you don't have the option for new, you don't know whether you have folder or not. So I'm going to go ahead and include that part on this video, so you'd want to go to folders, start typing folder, or scroll down to it. And what we're looking for is all of the folders shell new. So again, you can right click on it and click export, or you can go file, export, either way. We just want to make sure we have selected branch. Again, it's still HKey underscore classes underscore root backslash folder backslash shell new. And I'm going to call this new folder. Or whatever you want to call it. You can also call it folder new to make it, yeah, let's do that, make it simpler. Or you could call it folder shell new, whatever you want to call it. Then save, and it comes up here. And that's all we need from this computer. You don't have to save this, there's no place to save it or whatever. You can exit out here or click on the X in the corner. It doesn't matter. And then you can exit out of this as well. Then, if you like, you can eject your USB device or SD device, whatever it is you're using. So now it's safe to remove. And that's it. Let's put it in the computer that we're wanting to fix. Ignoring all the junk laying around. Okay, with our USB flash drive in the computer, you go to start. Again, we type in regedit. We want to make a backup. A total backup in case we mess this up totally. So to do that, we will click on File, on Export. We want to save it to the desktop, and we want to select, for export range, we want to select all. Then I'm just going to call it Registry Backup, and today's date would be June 28th, 2019. That just makes it easier to know in which order the backups were performed, which was the very latest one or something. And we'll save that to the desktop just for, I don't save these on the desktop. This is just for, to make it easier for the demonstration. Now that'll take a little while the mouse is still an hourglass. I'll just let that run, and it should be done in a little bit. It's a pretty big file. Okay, now it should be through. Should be finished, backed up, and so it's 356 megabytes, so it's pretty good size. Okay, so now we want to make 2 additional backups. So you would click on the little triangle beside the top entry, HKey underscore classes underscore root. Expand it, and then you can start typing or scroll down to directory. It's easier to start typing. And what we want is directory. So we want to right click, export, and back that up. So I'm just going to call it directory backup. And again, saving it to the desktop just for this demonstration. Also, you want to make sure that in this particular case that you've got selected branch, it should already have that selected, but just make sure that it is selected. Then save, and it pops up on the desktop. Now we go on down to folder in case you don't have it by typing folder. And then we want to back it up. I'm just going to call it folder backup. And again, saving it to the desktop. And this is selected already. So now that we have our backups, let's go back up to directory. That's a lot of backing up right at the same time. So we want to expand directory, expand background, expand shellex, and apparently ContextMenuHandlers was already expanded, but and you notice that we don't have new here where we did on the other computer. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our removable disk, which in this case was the USB flash drive. Now we've got directory new here. This is what we saved from before. I'll move this over so you can see it pop up over here. Okay, so we want to double click on what we saved. It'll ask if we want to continue. Yes, we definitely want to do this. And then hopefully it says that the new registry entry was successfully added to the registry. And then click OK, and you can watch it pop up here as new. And there we go. So then we can test and see if it works by right clicking, and we got our new. Now in this case, folder already works. If you didn't have folder pop up, what you would do to fix that would be to double click on folder. And that's all we have to do. And of course you don't have to save the registry or anything. It saves itself already. You just hit exit, or you can push the X up here and that's it. Okay, so what if you don't have access to a computer that you can get the directory entry off of? Here's way number 2. Okay, so here's the directory entry that we got from the other computer. We can change the reg to txt and open it up in Notepad and see what it says. So this is all that we need here. But I copied and pasted this into one of my YouTube videos. Then I saved it. Okay, so then you can go back and watch the video. I'll refresh it. And of course this will be in the current video. I just had to use a previously published video in order to actually do this, to show you. Then you'll click on show more. Now we see it kept it pretty much the way it was. So we select it, not going past the quote here. We copy. Open a new Notepad file. I called this one Directory 2 because of what happened the last time I done this on a video. Anyway, so we'll paste it here, and this is what happens yet again. So, in order to fix this, what I've done is I put return, or we can put enter, twice here, and then once right here. Okay, that already has it on it. Okay, so then we'll select it, copy, paste it in here, save changes. Okay, then we can go refresh. And you can copy, making sure you don't get anything before the W, and make sure you don't get anything after this last quote mark. And copy that. Now we bring it into our new Notepad file and paste. So now what you need to do is take return. Each place you see return, very carefully select the word return and hit return or enter, whatever is on your computer. And there should be 3 of them on this one. And it should look like this, exactly like this. Then save that, close it out, and then this is the one we done. Then what you'll do is you'll change the txt to reg and hit enter. Click yes that you want to change the file. And now you have the register entry that you would have gotten since you didn't have the computer to go with. So this should be the same thing as this. You see what I'm doing? And this way you don't have to have a separate computer. Now you go to registry entry where we have the new here. I'll go ahead and delete that. Well, first, hold on. Okay, so I have new. So I'll delete this. Now I don't have new anymore. So we'll double click. Yes, we want to continue. And watch it pop up over here. Hopefully everything worked fine. Then new comes up like it's supposed to, and now we have the new. If you do this and you don't have folder, refer to my first video on this. I'll put the link down in the description to get the folder as well, doing the second method. And that's all you have to do for the second way to do it. This way is still kind of easy, but it's not as easy as just getting that off of another computer. But you can do it either way you want. And of course this file will be in this video's description down at the bottom. Be very careful when you use it. If you mess it up, delete it and go back and double click on your backup file, on your directory file. And of course watch the video before this one. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Oh, and you don't have to save the registry again. It pretty much saves itself as you work with it. So it's already saved. All you got to do is close it out. And now you should have new, and you should have folder. If not, go to the other video and get folder. Leave me a comment, questions in the comment question section. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Give me a thumbs up if you didn't like the video. Or that would probably be a thumbs down, wouldn't it? Give me both, thumbs up and a thumbs down. I don't care. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Well, technically you might see me in the next video, but I don't actually see you while you're watching the video. Not yet, anyway.